Shabbat Shalom! We're in Parshat Noach, the fourth aliyah. If you remember from last week, we were in Bereshit in the beginning, where God created everything and everybody. And this week we see Noah and the flood. And in the fourth aliyah, where we pick up this week, we see what happens after the flood, after Noah and his family come out of the ark. Now, what's really cool is there is something called a chiastic structure in the fourth aliyah, and we're going to see what that looks like. A chiastic structure is a pattern, and our pattern goes A, B, C, B, A. And you can look at this pattern like you're climbing a mountain. So let's take a look and see. The A is like the bottom of our mountain, and it's in Genesis 9:1, where God blesses Noah and his sons and says to them, "Be fruitful and increase in number and fill the earth." So this is A, be fruitful and increase in number and fill the earth. Let's go look at B. We're about halfway up the mountain. In verse 3, God says to Noah, "Everything that lives and moves will be food for you. Just as I gave you the green plants, I now give you everything. But you must not eat meat that has its lifeblood still in it." C is the top of our mountain, the pinnacle of our pattern, our chiastic structure. Genesis 9:5, God says, "And for your lifeblood, I will surely demand an accounting." So this is the top of our mountain. And God says, "I value human life above anything else that I'm telling you right now, because humans are made in my image," says God. God loves you. You are made in God's image. Chiastic patterns are so fun. The top of one shows what God is emphasizing. The emphasized part is what's most important to God. And this is what he wants us to see in this passage, is how much he values humans. Let's connect this to last week. Did Cain value Abel's life? No, he didn't. And so God is now reminding us through his word to value each other, because we are all made in his image. So let's remember that. All right, now we're going to go back down our mountain, but we're not going to go back the way we came, because with a chiastic structure, it's like you go up one side of the mountain and then you go down a different way. You're still going to have a high point and a middle point and a bottom point, and they'll be alike, but not exactly alike. Let's see what changes a little bit. So we're back in the middle of the mountain again. So this is another point B, which corresponds to the B on the other side. Do you remember what that B was? That was, God is going to give us the plants and the animals for food, but we have to kill animals. If we're going to eat them, we have to kill them in a way that doesn't hurt them. We need to respect their life, right? And the blood represents their life. Now, this point of B, God says not to kill a human. He is going to demand an accounting, because the life of a human is made in his image. So this corresponds with the B on the other side and reinforces the emphasis of the C, which is we are made in God's image. So no killing, unless you're using capital punishment against someone who has not respected that law. Let's go back down the hill now to our next A. Genesis 9:7 gives us our point A again. We're almost back to where we started, but it's not exactly the same. It says, "As for you, be fruitful and increase in number, multiply upon the earth and increase upon it." So from our A, B, C, B, A, we see that God is valuing fruitfulness and life. He created our lives and loves us so much, and he wants us to be fruitful. A chiastic pattern is really cool because it helps us remember things through repetition. When God repeats something, we know he thinks it's important and he wants us to remember it. So that repetition is important. Also, a chiastic pattern shows connections. So be fruitful and increase in number, fill the earth, is a connection point between here and right there where we started. You can kill animals for food, but respect their lives and respect the life that is in the blood is connected to respect the blood of a human and respect human life because it's made in the image of God. Those are our B's. And the C, do you remember what God was emphasizing? Humans are made in the image of God, and he values that very much. So we see connections, we see his emphasis, and we have repetition to help us remember. Shabbat Shalom.